As you can see, I have not gotten my panels yet. I'm hoping to receive them next week, so I will soon be mounting and connecting everything. But I thought I would take the opportunity in this video to explain a bit about why I put them where I did and how my installation actually is going to work. I will also be finishing up the concrete around the poles and making sure that my lawnmower can handle all of these poles. So welcome and hope you enjoy. So the first question is why I don't put it on the roof. And here's the reason. My roof is not really optimal for solar panels. This is a south-facing roof, and I don't know, but I would only fit a few panels. And the garage is the same. Maybe 8 panels would be possible to fit here. So not really, and it's also in the shadow of the house, so not really so good. Another option would be to put it here to the left on the free area, having the panels south facing towards the camera. But I didn't really want to do that because that will completely block the view from our house, so it would not look so nice. In the way that I put them now, it's out of our view, and also I would actually fit less panels. So even if we used all of the area with south-facing panels, it would only be 20 panels. And now I will have 32 panels.
So 32 panels will give me an installed effect of 11.8 kilowatts. And since I'm mounting them facing east-west, the calculated efficiency will be 93%. So I'm actually only losing about 7% by mounting them in this way instead of south-facing, and I think that's really good. I will have a 10-degree pitch, which will make a much lower structure than if it was south-facing, so that's also good. So for me, I believe this is absolutely the best solution. So the calculated effect then will be 11.9 and a total yearly production of 11.8 kilowatt hours. And that's actually pretty much the same as my consumption. So that's also really nice to have. Produce as much as you consume. When it comes to batteries, I decided not to have batteries. In my case, I consume at least 15 kilowatt hours per day, and that would be the size of the batteries. So it would really only help me during the day and make it easy for me to consume and when to produce. But that doesn't really help me so much. I believe that I can control this in other ways by making sure that I consume when the energy prices are low during the night, for example. So I have other means of controlling that. And the other reason would be to have a nice emergency system that could run off grid and could help me in an emergency. But the way most inverters work, this is actually not what you expect. I would expect everything to work as normal in the house when you run off batteries without the grid connected, but this is not really true. In my case, I would have one phase instead of 3 phases, and it would be one phase on the inverter. So I couldn't run my house as normal. I would have to connect emergency things to the one phase outlets and so on. And I don't really want to do that. So until I can find a better way, I will not invest in that. Have also considered to use a separate battery system like a Jackery or EcoFlow or something, and then I could just hook them up to a few of my panels if I would need some emergency backup. I think that's maybe the most efficient solution in this way. But we will see. In the future I will do something here as well to have an emergency system. So the inverter I'll be using is a UOA. It's a 15 kilowatt inverter with a possibility to connect batteries and with a possibility to have a backup one-phase system as well. So I have the possibilities here, and it also has all the modern features with Wi-Fi hookup and so on. So 50 kilowatts actually give me the possibility to add at least 8 panels more to my system if I want to, giving me a total of 40 panels. So that's maybe something I will also do in the future. And the panels itself is the Vertex S system. It's a 400 watt panel with a size of 1.7 times 1.1 meters. So here I'm marking the distance from the pole, so the robotic lawnmower will be able to cut closely to the concrete slab, so I don't get any need to trim the grass. This is really not a structural thing, it's more to keep the grass from the pole, so I'm just making a very small bit of concrete here. Hopefully that will stay intact for a long time.
So, some concrete around the plants will prevent the grass from growing and making sure that I don't have to use the trimmer here. And a robotic lawnmower will take care of the rest. So I need to verify the guide wire for the lawnmower to see if it still can find its way back through the solar panel structure.
That's really lucky. I haven't moved it at all. Oh, it's moving perfectly through the structure. I made a loop so the guide wire can be found easy whenever it's out in this area. But I had that before I set the structure, so I just set down the structure and it works perfectly. It's great. So I wanted to show you the dimensions here. So the lawnmower with the knives here will cut approximately 17 centimeters, and that's also why I have made a circle here, 17 centimeters. So I need to get it to run as close to the plinth as possible, and it's actually stopping at 30 centimeters. This you can adjust. So 30 centimeters, this is actually where we find the guide wire. So the lawnmower will drive into using this wire and stop 30 centimeters. So that would mean here, and it will cut 17 centimeters from the plinth. So it's supposed to cut all of this, so I don't have to use the trimmer for the last part. So I finished the concrete. Look, it was perfect the way I wanted it.